Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy, and this is...
Paz.
He didn't know I was going to do that.
evil man.
This is Paz. If you saw the last video, then you know that already. If you didn't see the last video, go and watch that for Dead Agents, and then where I say who Paz is. Anyway, this is the Godiva. The Godiva sent me an email. This band is from Portugal. And I've done a couple of things from Portugal, but I don't know anything about the music scene, to be absolutely honest. But, you know, there's music from everywhere, isn't there, in the world? And metal seems to be in most places. I'm just waiting for a band from the Federated States of Micronesia just to really throw me off. So anyway, they describe... I haven't seen this video at all, neither has Paz, and they describe themselves as melodic death symphonic metal. So let's see what we get. They've got a new album coming out, but it's not coming out until 2019. So this is an advance song and video that's going to be on that album. But it's so far away that I haven't got an album cover or anything because I don't think it exists yet. So anyway, here's a song called Empty Coil by the Godiva. Not seen it. Paz hasn't seen it. Get the old headphone in and see what we get.
I didn't want to pause that riff because I quite liked it.
He sounds a little bit like, and I always do this and I shouldn't do it really, but he sounds a little bit like the singer from Paradise Lost to me.
Yeah, a little bit. The new Paradise Lost as well for the last.
The newer kind of deeper, gruffer version of Paradise Lost.
He's in Bloodbath now as well. You know.
Is he?
Yeah. Placed the guy from Opeth. He was singing it. Yeah.
I don't know because I don't know who Bloodbath are.
The singer from Opeth. What's his name? Come
Michael
on.
Lagerfeld.
Yeah, he's singing Bloodbath.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he left, and Nick Holmes has just joined him.
Oh.
Just in the second album.
So they're like a supergroup.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah,
right.
death metal, very good.
Absolutely nothing to do with the Godiva. Sorry, Godiva. We've gone off onto Opeth and Bloodbath now.
But good voice though. I did like it. Growl.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what the symphonic adds to it at the moment.
No, because it's pretty low key in the background, isn't it?
But the riffing pretty good. That riff is.
Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much, but say I'm not 100% sure what the symphonic bit adds to it. To be honest,
Sometimes it just fills. I mean, maybe they're a bit more symphonic in their other songs, but sometimes it just fills in gaps. You know, putting a keyboard in kind of adds a layer.
I think it worked when you got an undercurrent of it. It added to the music, but when you can actually hear it, I thought, what's it actually adding? Having said that, if they didn't have it, they'd probably sound like a lot of other bands in the same genre. So by adding it, it just make them sound a little more different.
I liked all the touches they put in. So it was, because at first it was kind of pretty low key, it's full on like metal in your face kind of thing, but simpler, if I can use that word. And then they started layering in just little guitar touches, and again they were quite in the background, or low down in the mix kind of thing. But you kind of went, ooh, did you hear that? And they built that up, and I thought the whole thing built up really well. So by the end, because normally I pause these things like 2/3, 3/4 of the way through, and I just didn't, because I was like, just it kind of built up to the point where I didn't want to mess with it, kind of thing.
There's a good middle break as well. You break it down there a bit. I thought this solo was pretty good as well. Some sweeping in the background. Kind of got a bit lost with it. The middle bit.
Some of it was a little bit because it focused on the guitar player, and you thought, I can't really hear what he's doing, but
drum production was tight, produced very well. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, I think I might be worth checking out some of their early stuff.
And considering that was just over 4 minutes, I think they got quite a lot in.
Yeah.
Built up pretty well. It's not a very lot, not a lot of time, is it? Kind of thing.
No. So with the symphonic thing, I love Epica, so I do like the symphonic thing. I think it. If you ever heard it without
made yourself a load of fans on here saying I like Epica. I get so many messages on my Epica.
I love Epica. I think if they took it out, I'd probably say, can you put it back in again? I don't know. I think what I'm saying is I'm undecided of whether it adds more to it. I think maybe a couple more songs, because you don't tend to hear it in sort of melodic death, that sort of symphonic thing. So maybe just new, and I'm just not decided yet whether I like it.
Plus, a lot of them are just labels at the end of the day. People say, "Oh, we're in symphonic death." Much, and what they just mean is we've got a keyboard player.
Well, shall I go on record now and say the problem with having a keyboard player is you tend to have to give them something to do. Which should I have said that? Which
When's it my turn, guys? When's it my turn?
And if you go back to the 80s and the 90s with bands that had keyboards in, they tended to take over.
Yeah.
Until I heard Children of Bodom, and then my opinion sort of changed, because some of their keyboard stuff's incredibly cheesy at times, but it's just brilliant as well at the same time. So I think it's the way how you use them.
It's not a band I've heard them, but I've not really.
The Hatebreeder album especially is one of my top 10 of all time.
Right, okay.
Amazing album. But yeah, I think keyboards in metal, if used well, add so much.
Yeah, I remember Bruce Dickinson saying Iron Maiden will never have keyboards in any of their songs. He said this back in the 80s, because it was a reaction to all of these bands that there was keyboards everywhere in the 80s. I mean, traditional instruments were disappearing. Everyone had electronic drum kits that sounded terrible, and keyboard everything, wasn't it? And Bruce Dickinson, we will never have keyboards. And then years later they had keyboards in, and he went, yeah.
But that's adding to the mix, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like some bands that go da 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 da, and I think, oh, sounds awful. That's
the next video is probably going to have someone go da da, and you're going to have to go. It's fine.
That's the sort of keyboards that I'm not a big fan of in metal, I must admit.
Fair enough.
But I thought that was very good.
What do you think, listeners? Because no doubt you're going to tell us.
Just call them Lady Godiva. I don't think.
You're answering all the comments to this video.
Right.
It's not Lady Godiva, it's just the Godiva.
Godiva.
Yeah. So sorry, guys.
Yeah, good song, and that main riff as well. I thought it was really good.
I'd be interested in hearing their album when it comes out.
Yeah,
Definitely. So yeah, excellent job.
Good.
Everyone, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think, as ever. Subscribe and like and share. I never say that, because it just feels so lame to just sit here going, subscribe to my channel, give me more attention. I mean, there's 6,200 people have subscribed to this for some reason, so I already feel kind of blessed in that.
You can already feel them unsubscribing.
They're unsubscribing the longer you're here, yeah.
The more I start talking about keyboards in metal, you can get lost.
Thanks. Bye.